This is our custom-built cargo trailer. I was bored last winter in Canada, and I spent a couple of months on and off building it.
What's her name?
Rocinante.
I like her. Okay.
We read a John Steinbeck novel, and then we felt a little upper class when we were naming it, so here she is. There's solar panels up top. I put a fridge inside, a whole bunch of cabinets, shelving, so it's like kind of a double kitchen thing going on here.
A galley.
A galley. When we built it, we had a tent, so this was going to be the kitchen, so it's a fully functional kitchen. I put a fridge in here, as you can see, with a full freezer. Never did use it. This guy, I just built some cheap light-duty cabinets, and they work okay. They hold all of our freeze-dried food and beans and whatever else we can fit up there. And then up top, I've got enough room to put, like, I've got my cross-country skis here, and then I've got fishing rods on this side. I had my bows and my arrows in there, but I moved them to the motor home. And yeah.
So what's on, how many solar panels?
There's 300 watts, there's 3 100-watt solar panels on there.
And they run?
The cables are, these are UV rated cables, they come down inside, and I put all this insulation up here, and so it's really comfortable in here. A couple of bike hooks. I won't explain, this is sort of a hot water heating system. Works good. I keep the batteries in here. And so I've got the 1500 watt inverter. I spent a couple extra bucks and got the pure sine wave. Definite must. You have to get the pure sine wave inverter. Otherwise, when your fridge turns on, the compressor sometimes might lock up and it'll wreck your electronics if it's not a pure sine wave. So spend the extra $100, get the real one. I went to an RV place for this one. These are solar batteries. I went to an actual battery store to buy them. They're called Trojans. They're the best bang for the buck for solar batteries. They're lead acid, so you do have to top the water in them if they get low, but all in all, they're worth the money. Charge controllers here, really nothing to explain. It just regulates the voltage coming in. As the sun varies over solar panels, the voltage fluctuates, so this little device keeps it a steady 12 volts to the batteries. And it's not pretty, I didn't paint it, but you know, we've got a whole bunch of, oh, this guy here is an on-demand hot water heating system. This little unit is meant to hang on the wall, but I kind of retrofitted it with tin ducting so it vents the propane or the gas, you know, the fumes outside. And then it's got a little outdoor shower thing here that I put a pipe through the wall so that you can run the hose through. And then I put the shower mount on the outside, so you can run this through, put it on the mount, and then have a shower. And I've got the little DC pump here that operates a pressure system with expansion tank here, so the pump runs the system. And we have water right here. Pretty slick. I didn't put holding tanks in because that would be a whole ball of wax to get into. So I designed these guys. These are just Rubbermaids that pop out of the counter, and most of the time you're just doing this with your dishwater when you're camping anyway, because you don't want to fill your holding tanks. So I designed those easily to get out. These little bins here, I built these in. This little section right here is actually a unit from IKEA that we used to sort Lego in, and so we stole it from Aiden's room, and it holds everything: batteries, toiletries, first aid, spices, everything you can imagine. Right here I have a 30-gallon water tank that I've got a fill line for to right here. I can fill it with a hose, or I can use my little water trolley jug thing here, and I fill that at the hydrant, put it on my shoulder, and hold it over the fill nozzle. So it's pretty handy. I would highly recommend it. And what do we got here? Oh, so I wired it for plugs, and I put these LED light strips in here. These are designed for, they're adhesive backed, and you put them under kitchen cabinets. They're 12 volt DC, and normally when you buy those at like Home Depot or an electrical wholesaler, probably an electrical wholesaler, and normally you have to buy like it's called a driver for them, and the drivers are about $35. But since this is a 12-volt DC trailer anyway, I just wired them straight to the batteries off the switch. So they were really cheap to put in, like $20 for the lights. It was really awesome. Yeah, I could have made it a little prettier, but I was going for function.
So you've got water.
I've got water,
refrigeration,
hot water,
power.
Big one, power. That inverter, I wired some plugs in. That inverter will basically supply one normal house circuit. So anything you can plug into a wall outlet in a normal house, that inverter will power. So pretty big stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's like there's a bench.
Oh, the bench. Yeah, come to the side door.
Okay.
So this is just the line that comes off this water heater that you hook up to a propane bottle. Okay. When we're not using the propane bottle, we just store it outside. But this guy, I built this because it was going to be somewhere for the kids to sit while Mommy was cooking in the kitchen. And then underneath, I just built it so it's got a whole bunch of storage, so you can put, whatever else. It uses a lot of square footage that's otherwise wasted.
Right. And then in here, you've got a shovel and a rake.
Yeah, shovel and a rake, because you always seem to need those camping.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. A couple of bike hooks.
And then
all of our soft stuff. Yeah, this is kind of
pillows
sealed up.
And
yes, you put all your pillows and stuff in here.
sleeping bags.
And sleeping bags, and the mice don't get at it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what tools did you deem necessary to bring? And are you glad you brought any of them?
Yes, I bought my little Milwaukee 18-volt cordless vacuum. I haven't used it yet. We just used a broom and dustpan.
Yeah.
My socket set, which I found I've used a whole bunch of times. At least a half a dozen times I've used my socket set. My cordless 18-volt drill. I've got the bits too, like driver bits and drill bits. And this is my electronics bag. I haven't used it yet. It's got like my expensive electrician meters and things I use for automation. It's just, if we have to make money, these tools, at one point I spent thousands on, and
they're not worth anything to anybody else.
They're not worth anything to sell, but with them I can make lots of money if I have to. So yeah, all in all, it's been a great trailer. I haven't used it that much, but
it's been handy to have behind the motorhome.
Awesome, because we hang the bikes in here. I can load it with firewood. It's a really light trailer, so it doesn't really use a lot of fuel to pull it. And I can pull it with about anything. I can pull it with my little SUV. So it's convenient. Really good investment to have. It keeps all your stuff out of the rain. And with it, you never have to unload things out of the motorhome, which is the biggest feature. So you don't have to keep bikes in the motorhome or firewood, anything. You just park the motorhome and you're done. You don't even have to get out of the motorhome. Which is a huge deal. So,
awesome.
yeah.
Thanks for the tour.
You're welcome.